And it's just like bang, 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 bang.
I'm not going to lie, Andrew, I tuned out.
Yeah?
After you said the words 22, you lost me.
22. They're in their 20s, and we're just
Who
like...
is? Okay,
the person
I
that
lied.
comes.
I tuned out straight away. Loving the new video.
Yeah?
Yeah? Emotional maturity versus teeth.
Yes.
Very good. No views so far, but you only posted it on the 16th of Jan.
I think we've had 8 views when
Really?
I looked. Yeah, 8. So that's 8 satisfied customers.
Okay.
Excited about... I was important, really, to think about. You know, it's like, what do you prefer? Didn't really... You know, kind of came into it cold slightly, and it was something that Brian said along the lines of, you know, teeth or tits, and kind of on a round table we were saying, you know, well, if it's teeth, is it tits, is it? And I think the consensus was teeth were more important, you know, and I think that's something that you can put out to the public.
Yes, yes. I think it's good that you're exploring these avenues, things that you don't really know much about with younger people. Because how old are you again?
Well, it starts with a 4.
Okay, lovely. So it's very interesting you exploring these other topics. I think you could do more. What do you think about that? I mean, I remember very early on, I suggested you did a TikTok dance. Okay?
Yeah.
Just as an opening, as an
Yeah.
avenue. I know it's cliched now, but I think there could be something very funny and engaging about you trying to follow this routine and then just
like a professional
giving up.
Like, you mean there's a professional in the room and I'm trying to follow them do professional things? I'm like in the room with them?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
But isn't it just a little bit, you know, I don't want to come across as, you know, some kind of dinosaur. I used to dance, not in any professional sense, but in nightclubs after several drinks. And I would say that in my peer group, I was the best dancer. You know, 5 or 6 of us would go out, and they might not agree, but that's only, you know, just some kind of arrogance. I think I was the best.
Well, then maybe that could be the angle then. You're starting out trying to learn this routine, and then you make the argument, that's not what it's about. You've got to feel the music. This is what I used to do.
Yeah.
And then everyone's like blown away by your prowess.
I like the idea of educating young people.
Yeah, you always seem to veer onto this, but what about them educating you? Another good idea, okay? You having to work out what all of this new slang is, okay?
Slang?
Yeah, new words that are entering the dictionary.
What,
Urban
like,
dictionary. Chirpsing. Would you know what that is?
Chirpsing?
Yeah.
That's like something a bird would do?
That's chirping.
Chirping?
Chirpsing.
More of a... Yeah?
That was a really bad whistle.
Yeah, it's like a bird would do. They don't whistle properly, do they?
It's
they don't have lips.
It's when someone's trying to hit on you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chirpsing.
Yeah.
Someone trying to hit on...
Or you know, it's chatting up. I was chirpsing this girl at a bar.
What's the difference between chirpsing and chatting up?
Nothing.
They've just changed the...
That's a lot more efficient, don't you think? One word over 2.
Chatting up,
Quite
chirpsing.
poetic as well. I mean, it made you think of a bird. Imagine a bird singing a little tune to you.
That's who I would chat up.
You chat up a bird.
I'd chat up a bird.
Which...
Or a bird, if a bird chatted me up, because it would be... That starts to make sense. Now
Maybe,
I can
because
see
you're
it.
chatting up a bird, you're chirpsing.
Seldom that way around, though, is it? I mean, you know, the approach is, unless it's changing. I don't know.
Times are changing.
Yeah, are women making the approach nowadays?
Well, you've got Bumble where women make the first move.
Do they? That's a dating app,
Yes.
isn't it?
See, already this is good.
I've heard of that.
Young people educating you. This is the thing. Would you know what the phrase "she ate" meant?
She ate. She ate. Is it sexual?
No.
She ate. And nothing to do with food?
No.
Not food, not sex. What's left? Tax?
No. Taxes.
Yeah.
No. It means
Go on.
like slay, killing it.
I've heard of slay.
Yeah, good.
I said that once, didn't I? I'm sure there's a video where I say that. Slay, and that's like, and I did that really well, isn't it? Yeah.
Exactly.
He slayed that. would be like, he did that thing really well.
Is slew the past of slay?
He slew
those people.
yeah, that's Shakespearean.
Is it?
I slew
Yeah.
them. Which one was that? I slew them.
I don't think that's a quote.
Might have been Hamlet. And I slew them. Yeah,
Don't
in that
remember it.
accent with
Don't
a kind
remember
of
What is
sword.
that? Okay.
That's a sword. I slew them.
So
They
already,
were slain.
this is good. This is already good. You bring in your Shakespearean knowledge,
And then I can teach them.
the young
This
people.
is
Yes,
where
it's back and
this
forth.
is where it comes from, and they'll go, "Oh, we didn't know that, sir."
They're not going to call
And
you
there we
sir,
go.
are they? What is this? It's not. You're not creating tutorials.
Well, it's something to think about, because if I get them in a room, because remember we're appealing to a broad spectrum here.
Are we?
Well, if we want those 1 billion subscribers, I mean, some people are saying, hey, maybe 1 billion is too much, but if we say, I don't know, 900 million, you need to attract a broad spectrum. You need like a wide thing. And if someone my age, because they use YouTube, people in, the Gen X, who is, that's the coolest sounding generation, even if they're pushing 50. Some of them are over 50, right? If we can bring them in, what they'll love is me just taking the piss out of 20-somethings.
Yeah, I
They'll
think
be
we've
like,
really hit on something here. And again, could be fast-paced, because they give you a word, you have to try and, and I would start off the video fast-paced, so they go, I ate, you go, food, wrong, okay? And then as we get, but then as we, ones that you talk a bit more about, then you can afford to have the odd longer one where you then teach them about Shakespeare. Because I think you have to understand your interests and your thought processes are very esoteric, okay? There's not a lot of people that would relate to what you're
no, they're not
the
able
routes
to,
you go
not
down.
capable, are they?
So we need to keep it back to stuff.
To thick people.
And your words, not mine. I have seen several versions of this video, okay? There was Gypsy Rose, I can't remember her name, Gypsy Rose Blanchard. She came out of prison because she killed her mother. It's a long story, worth looking into. You heard of it?
No, I've only heard of the stripper.
Okay, different person. She is now an internet sensation, okay? She's got
Killing
so
her
many
mother.
followers on Instagram. Well, it's a complex story. There've been documentaries. Anyway, she's out of prison, big deal. And because she'd been in prison for so long, they had this video where someone is asking her if she knows any of these words that are on the, the streets, the people talking about.
Yeah, do you know them?
Urban Dictionary words.
She doesn't, because she was in prison.
She doesn't.
She's got
And then
different
she teaches them some words that are prison slang. So it's a good video. And I'm not saying we copy it, but I'm kind of saying we copy it.
Right.
Because really the best things out there in this current generation are just versions of things that have been successful before.
I've never been to prison though.
Well, no, we wouldn't do prison.
So it would, you see, what you need to do is teach them respect in terms of, because what I can't have is a situation where they go, hey, this is our new slang that will be old in 6 months, let's be honest, because the brains move too quickly and they just go beyond stuff so fast.
Yeah.
So they'd be giving me kind of throwaway info, really, because by the summer it would be old hat. They'd be like, oh, who says that anymore? Right?
Yeah.
Whereas I'd be giving them really kind of experienced and kind of universal stuff that could carry them through the rest of their lives. So,
sure.
There's an imbalance there, isn't there, really, where it's just like,
I don't think anyone's going to be thinking
valuable.
of it like this.
No?
No. I think you're going down one of those long, thorny routes into the forest that no one is following you on.
Well, I wouldn't follow. I don't think it's thorny.
We've got to take the most appealing, shortest path.
One of the things I'll tell you something. I used to like game shows, but there were things I didn't like about game shows. And this relates to what you were saying.
Is this going to be relatable?
No, it's relatable because what would happen in game shows was they would waste all this time. Like the first third of the game show would be, oh, it's Caroline and Adam. What do you do for a living? I don't care. I don't care. Ask the questions. Get into the game. I'm not interested in the people. So I like the idea of just some random 22-year-old, 22? Coming in and saying, this is the word, what is it? And I'm just like, it's this. I might be right, sometimes I'll be right. But like, and then they're like, no, it's this. And then I'm like, well, have you thought of that? And they go, "Ooh, no, I haven't, shrink a bit. And it's just like bang, 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 bang.
I'm not going to lie, Andrew, I tuned out.
Yeah.
After you said the words 22, you lost me.
22. They're in their 20s, and we're just
Who
like...
is? Okay,
the person
I
that
lied.
comes.
I tuned out straight away.
Okay, but you know how in game shows, they talk to the public at the start?
Yes,
No one cares. No one cares about those people.
I see.
We tuned in for the game.
I see.
Mm.
Good.
And that's
That
the
was
thing.
good.
Right.
That was short. I understood it.
Yeah,
Thank you.
That's it.
It's
So
digestible. It's very true. I was watching the new Gladiator recently. I don't want to hear Bradley Walsh and his son talking.
No.
I want to get to the tasks.
I even watched that. I
Good.
I watched it on iPlayer.
Do you have a license?
Yeah. Oh, God, you have to, because otherwise they knock on the door, don't they? And they go, if you don't have, they send you to prison, or is it £1,000? Which,
Well, if they did, you could have some prison slang.
that's true. That's true. £1,000 or prison. I'd probably pay. I'd pay because I can pay that. Yeah, I watched that, and what I loved about it, and I don't love things very often, was it is exactly the same as the old version that I remember.
Mm.
Genius. Okay, nobody trying to. We'll change the music. We'll learn about their lives. No. We'll have a game. They smash into one another, and they pretend to not like one another, but of course they do. And then we just move on to the next game, and the next game, and the next game. This is what people want, and this is why entertainment is dying, because they're not getting what they want.
This is what I'm telling you. So let's not try and work on edutainment. Let's just do entertainment.
Let's just entertain.
Yes.
We'll entertain with young people who tell me things. I tell them more valuable things, and therein lies a peaceful resolution.
Yeah, or ends in a disagreement, which is probably more enjoyable. Think of Gladiator, a fight.
Yeah, okay. I could. Well, I've done a lot of martial arts, so I definitely hurt.
It could end in a physical fight. Could be good.
Yeah, they're younger, but I'm still young enough.
You're wiry.
I can move quite
You're
well.
live.
I can still move quite well, and I'm trained. So beware. Yeah.
Okay, we're not going to end in a fight today. Just so you know.
No.
Because
not us, because we're talking about a fight.
I would beat you.
I think you underestimate my skills.